All right, so you can listen to this whenever you can, whenever you can get to it. But there were some things that you said that didn't line up with what I was saying in a way that I understand things. So I decided it's not good just to text you, especially with something serious. And that's been my experience just in general with a serious conversation with a woman. Text is not good enough. It's just not good enough. Too many, like, women read in between the lines too much, and it's frustrating for me as a dude because when I write words, I just mean the words. Nothing between the lines, no emotions behind them, no passive aggressiveness, nothing like. I'm not a passive aggressive person. Being accused of being passive aggressive is very bothersome because I'm from Brooklyn. I'm aggressive. I don't need to be passive aggressive because I'm fucking aggressive. Passive aggressive is for fucking wimpy ass white boys. Like, I'm just gonna say it like that. It's for people like your husband. Like spineless cowards who don't know, who have no courage to just talk, to just say what's in their heart. Passive aggressive is for those kind of people. For me, nah, that's not me. But everybody's gonna have their own narrative of who I am, and that's whatever. I accept it. I've accepted it all my life. People could think whatever they want. I don't give a fuck, man. Honestly, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. So, like, that comment was upsetting to me. And you're sending me messages right now, but I'm not gonna look at them. So, I'm not gonna, like, I read everything you wrote when you wrote it, but I also, like, just let it go. I took it out of my head because I didn't want that in my head. It's not energy that I needed. And all your middle finger emojis or whatever, like, it's whatever. Honestly, it's whatever. What confuses me, because I'm confused. I mean, I'm a lot of things. Confused is one of them. What confuses me is that you transgressed against me, but you ended up being the one that was upset. Because when I started the conversation with you, I wasn't upset, and I told you I wasn't upset. But you flipped that around and said it was being passive aggressive. Like, come on, man. If I tell you I'm not upset, I'm not upset. And I know you don't know me, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you now. You get to hear it in my voice. Right now, I'm bothered. I'm not upset. I'm bothered. I'm annoyed. My energy's all fucked up. Not fucked up, but like, like there's a ripple in the fucking water. My water's supposed to be calm, yo. I'm on a trip. I'm not here to get my peace discombobulated. No, thank you. I apologize anytime, like, I compare you to my ex or exes, but me comparing you to an ex, to any ex or to any other person, is no different than you comparing me to every person that you've ever dealt with. You using your life experiences to measure against something I'm saying or doing. It's the same shit. And yeah, it's offensive to me when you compare me to people, because I've done the work. I've done enough to prove to you I'm not like nobody else. There's nothing that I do that's like anybody else on this earth. Everything that you've seen me do to date has been contrary to anything anybody else does. And if you don't see it or you don't remember it, that's not a me problem. That's a you problem. I'm not yelling at you. Again, like I said, I'm bothered. I'm not upset. I'm bothered. Upset is a little bit higher on the spectrum. Bothered is a little bit lower. I guess I'm going to have to start another message. So, I said you transgressed. And like, the original beginning of the conversation was just that you didn't see the videos that I sent you. And your response to me asking if you had seen them like, first of all, they weren't just videos. When I sent them to you, I added supplemental text. I wrote things as I sent you the link. And like, if I remember correctly, the supplemental text, in my opinion, was adequate enough to express to you that, hey, what I'm about to share with you is something important. You didn't have to engage with it. You didn't have to watch it, whatever. I gave you that pass. But you said you were going to watch them multiple times. You said you were going to watch. You put your word on it. You put your name on it. The way I was raised, when you say you're going to do something, you do it. People lost their life in front of my face for not keeping their word. And I get it. This is not my childhood. I can't apply that to everybody else. People aren't going to die when they don't. But what I mean by telling you that is, in my value system, when somebody tells me they're going to do something, that is the most important thing in the universe. Nothing else matters compared to that. Your word is more important than your love. I'd rather you keep your word than love me. Straight up and down. I don't need nobody's love. I don't want nobody's love if they're not going to be honest with me. If you can't be real with me, if you can't hold your word, I don't need nothing else. So, and even after you transgressed, I gave you a pass because I chose not to be upset about it. I made a decision, I'm not going to let this bother me. It's just some videos, whatever. Even though I told you this was close to my heart, this will explain a lot of things. If you watch these, you'll understand me a little bit more. And you're always talking about how you want to understand me. Watch the fucking videos if you want to understand me. Obviously, at this point, it's way too late. If you watch the videos now, I don't care. That's long in the past. You made the decision not to watch them, whatever. Fine. It's whatever. Watching them now, like, the cake has already got shit on it. It's never going to be cake again. I have to, like, deal with the result of this cake has shit on it now. And that's my journey. I have to deal with that. I have to emotionally digest it, process it, and shit it out in a healthy way. I have to get through it. I have to move through the grief of you putting your word on something and not keeping your word. I was giving you a pass, but then you had to go on this tirade and you got emotional, you got upset, you giving me the finger, mouthing at me, giving me attitude, like being real pissy at me, and just, okay, fine. Okay, you gonna be like that? Bet. Now this is gonna hurt me. Now you transgressed, now I'm hurt. Because I used the phrase wall of text. I was drawing a comparison that when I share something with you about myself, when you say you want to learn me, when you say that to me, I take that to mean you want to learn me. So I send you information, whether it's a music video, a song, a cartoon. I'm sending you shit so you can learn me. I'm not jerking off. I'm not masturbating. I'm not sharing some inconsequential political garbage. I'm not the other people in your life. I'm just me. When you say you want to learn me and I send you something from my heart, that's all it is. Here's my heart. Here it's on my sleeve. Here it is on a plate. I'm serving it to you. You could easily, in the moment, say, look, I'm not interested. I don't watch cartoons. I don't do blah, blah, blah. That is so much easier of a truth to digest than letting it draw out, telling me, yeah, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it, da, 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 da. Days later, sorry, I didn't watch it, blah, blah, blah. Some anecdote, some novel, this and that. Because the anecdotes and the novels are you sharing your heart with me. You took my heart that I shared with you and you threw it out the fucking window after you said you were going to eat it. You could have handed it right back and said, no thanks. And I would have been like, okay, that's fine. But you took it, you said, this is great, I'm going to eat it. Next day, I'm going to eat it. You never ate it. You threw it out the fucking window. And then at the same time as you throwing it out the window, you handing me your heart on the plate, telling me some story about your life, some anecdote, this and that, a big-ass novel. Why should I read it? You took my heart on a plate and you threw it out the fucking window. Why should I read what you wrote? Why should I care? And then you got upset because I'm trying to paint you an accurate picture of like, hey, look, woman, I did this, you did that, but then you flipped and did the same exact thing to me, and you expect me to do better than what you did. That's totally unfair. That is so unfair. That's not teamwork. I'm not here. I don't want unfair. I'm not white. I don't stomach unfair treatment. I call it out. I speak out against it. We met because I spoke up when somebody was being unfair to you. I'm always going to be an outspoken person about injustice. Hypocrisy is an injustice. And you were being a hypocrite. And I was calling it out, and you didn't like that. Yo, that's you. You have to deal with that. And you could tell me you love me, you're still in love with me, whatever. I hear you. I believe you. But behavior is a language. If you really are in love with me, show me. Don't just tell me, show me. I like diplomacy. I don't like to see conflict where it could be avoided. The guy that you blocked, whatever he did, he wasn't going to reply to you at all. That's not his personality. You were sharing something in a public platform, and a member of the public made a joke. Not making fun of you, just took the scenario and made a joke. The way Stephen Colbert will take an article or headline and make a joke. This guy on the public platform took your headline and made a joke. And you got mad. And I didn't want to see you any more upset. So I made a decision that, hey, maybe in the name of diplomacy, if I help explain what the hell this guy is doing, what his head is about, because the way you interpreted what he did was inaccurate. Inaccurate according to what he was doing. His intention and the way he did it, like I knew his personality type. You didn't perceive it the way he was doing it, which is fair. Your perception is not untrue. It's just not congruent with what he was doing. So I made a judgment call that, hey, maybe if I explain this guy and what he was doing, maybe she won't be upset or won't be upset as long. And so then she can proceed with grieving and hurting through the haiku process. Because when you put your business on a public platform, I mean, you're the one who deleted your Blue Sky because of the marital problems. When you put your business on a public platform, the public may respond to it. And I'm just not a bystander. I'm not a bystander. When I care about somebody, I'm not a bystander. And there are times when I may do something that someone I care about doesn't like the way I do it because I'm trying to be diplomatic. And they're just going to be mad at me about it. If you're still mad at me for trying to translate what this guy was doing, I throw my arms in the air and I submit. There's nothing I can do to change the past. All I could tell you was where my heart was at. That's it. My heart was at nothing but love for you. I was hurting with you because of the haiku incident. And I just didn't want you hurting anymore. I did what I thought was best to do it. Because I can only work with what's in my brain. And the way I've been raised, the things I know, the things I learn. I can only do what works for me. May not work for you. And if I made you mad at me in the process, in the hopes of diplomacy, I'll take it. I'll take it. I will take all the bullets. I'll take any bullet from anybody for a righteous cause. And for me, diplomacy is always a righteous cause. There's a perfect stranger to you on the internet who's making a joke, but there's still a human behind the screen. I don't know what kind of human was behind that screen. I can tell you what kind of human based on that one post. But there's still a human being behind that screen at the end of the day. And as much as I hate human beings, every soul in this existence deserves fairness. Because life is too damn short. So, there's my little spiel about that. I'm not understanding this message.